going on, people? We are live on Monday. Do that clap shit I do. You are watching. You are watching Jay in the Morning. I'm Jay Morgenheim, and I'm here with my co-host Jay Harlem in the building.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
How you doing
morning.
today? How you doing this fine morning, sir?
I am all right, man. I can't complain. It's been a long, I won't say a long weekend, but an eventful weekend. I just say
very eventful. I mean, off the rip, like this Biden thing is nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, as long as people's been around, I mean, they've never heard or seen nothing like this, which is crazy.
LBJ. I'm gonna calm down and roll this up real quick, and then let a couple people fall in, and then we'll see what's going on. Let me see here. I had to get my sea legs back with this live shit. I ain't really been in my studio like 2 months, as far as with the lights and all that shit. So
Good, man.
Bear with me, folks. I get my sea legs back, and yeah,
back like you never left, man. Don't worry about that.
never
Got my joint right there. Rolled up.
Jay in the Morning, with your host Jay Harlem and Jay Morgenheim live on Mog TV. You are now watching Jay in the Morning, with your host Jay Harlem and Jay Morgenheim live on Mog TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We know how it is. Yeah, out here.
Sorry, what up? Good morning, fellas. From Smoke. Salute, Smoke. Thank you for pulling up.
Yeah, what's going on, Smoke? Appreciate that. You know what I mean? However you making your morning out of the work or back home or on the drive, let's go.
Tony Hernandez. Salute to Tony. He's been a friend of the show forever.
Shout out to Tony.
Those panels you set up when they say supporter of the show. Tony Hernandez will be on the top of that plaque because he always tunes in. Salute to you, Tony.
Up. Yeah, with stars. Shout out to that.
But yeah, folks, we just me and my man found a little history about how this came to be. Fruition. Talking to my man Harlem. Salute to the Willies. Both in the Willies. And, one night we were sitting up, we was talking about the space and what we watch and whatever, and he was like, man, we got to get that morning is a good time. So you think so? And we both work nights, so he said, fuck it, let's do something with that morning slot. So here we are, folks. So this is the first one. This will be a fluid and organic show. If y'all got any ideas or whatever, feel free to leave them in the chat. We just building, trying to get the people something to do on the wake up.
I mean, your way to work, on your way home. Yeah, but it was definitely, it's we know there's a lot of space for this, but everybody's always tuned to that prime time. But like I tell my man Jay, prime time is any time as long as people are willing to listen. You know what I mean? It's on the go. I feel like the majority of the world is in the morning, even though we the night owls. So we technically should be sleeping, but we on some blade shit. We the day walkers. You know what I mean?
Day walkers. I like that.
Throw that up there. Throw that blade shit, nigga. Day walkers. Matter of fact, I'm gonna light up to that. I'm gonna light up to the day walker right there.
Yeah. Twist this up here.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I'm gonna tell you some funny shit, man. Near-death experience I had over the weekend, right? I was out in VA. I was with my shorty, and next thing you know, she wanted to take me to this pizza place, like a nice little famous pizza spot around the area. And I'm like, cool, but I'm a New York cat, so I'm very like, when it comes to pizza, I'm very like, yeah, all right, you're gonna take me to a pizza spot, all right, like, so I go ahead and I give it a shot. But I already see while I'm walking in there, like these pies are like mad small and the cheese is like real thin. So I go ahead, I'm like, let me get a large pie with some extra cheese. They're like, oh, you want any extra top? I'm like, nah, we good. Like, just let me get that. Bro, they come back with the pizza, like a little circle with just 4 slices. They charging like almost $30 for that for 4 slices. Man, not even decent slices. I'm talking about like microwave frozen pizza slices. You know what
So
I mean?
like you talk like an 8-inch like pizza.
Pause. Yeah, something like that. Just better relax. and
Pizza,
so,
8-inch
bro,
pizza.
you said 8 inch, then you said pizza. Pause. All right, here we go. So, so like nah, so it's some real shit. Like, so I'm like, all right, the extra cheese look decent. I got fresh mozzarella, bro. I'm eating the pizza, bro. Out of nowhere, bro. Like, I guess like a chunk of mozzarella, bro, just went through the windpipe. My nigga, I ended up, long story short, doing some Heimlich shit to myself, bro. Niggas is looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. My shoulders like, you okay? Can you breathe? And I'm like, nah. I'm like, nigga, I was near death, nigga. I ain't almost make the J show, bro.
Oh damn!
This is
So you
about
almost
the
choked
this
on
is
the
a this is
on the
about to
mozzarella.
be on the mozzarella. Pause. Listen. That's why you don't eat pizza from out of town when you're from New York, bro. That's why you don't do it. All right, that's my story. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. And the shit is, I played it off cool, like I'm like, bro, like I teared on one side because, bro, you out of air, my nigga. It says in your windpipe, pause, and I'm like, man, fuck this, like I gotta fucking live, man, bro. I go to the bathroom, wash my face, come back. She's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Mind you, there's a table like right next to us with 2 shorties right there. And I'm like trying to play it off like I'm a G. I'm like, yeah, this shit's good. I'm all good, nigga. By the time I hit the crib, I'm like, yo, I almost died. What the fuck?
No. So it was just the pizza broke loose and you just inhaled the pizza, basically.
Like basically, when I was just eating the pizza, I guess because of the extra cheese, that slipped into my windpipe, and like basically that I couldn't, you know what I mean? I couldn't breathe. Like, bro, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I guess that was like, that's what I get for getting extra cheese, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just crazy, man. That's my survival story for the weekend. I mean, sometimes it happens often than most, but let's not make a habit of it.
I mean, that just show you too that anything can happen at any time. I just,
For real, bro.
I never almost died from no pizza slice, but
yeah,
you never know what, you know, like for real though, you could have choked out. So what did what your peoples do when she seen you choking? She
was good. She was about to do the Heimlich, you know what I'm saying? But I was good. Like I took care of it beforehand, you know. She was like, "Oh my God, you scared me." I was like, "Yeah, shit, you was scared." That's what I'm saying, bro. This is about to be a memorial show, nigga. For real.
See what's up in the chat real quick. 215 in the building. Salute 215. Thank you for pulling up there, sir. Straight drop in the building. Salute straight drop.
Shout out to straight drop.
Straight drop been around for a long time. Extra cheese. Clogged windpipes. Talk fact.
For real, bro. Shit, survival. Shit, I'm on survival mode, bro. Staying off the dairy for a minute. Yeah, man. What's up? You think about that Biden shit, man?
Man, that was interesting, man. The Biden made a banner for it. It's just Biden drops out, bro. Like, where were you at when you heard that President Biden dropped out the race?
Shit, I honestly, you know the story to that. We was texting back and forth, and we're like, yeah, you know, it was going on today, you know, some regular shit. So you like, yeah, check out Joe Biden. So I'm looking real quick, you know, Joe Biden's been, you know, with the celebrity bullshit. So I'm like, I watched that. Pause. Give me a second, man. I might hear some noise in the background. They doing some maintenance. Give me a second.
But yeah, when I go while you
so you text me, he was like, yo, check it out. And I'm like, check out Joe. And in my head, I'm like, I'm reading it so fast. I'm like, Joe Budden. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to. In my head, I'm like, I ain't trying to watch that. Just put me up to speed. Send me the link. And he's like, you like turn on any TV channel. I'm like, damn, some shit must have really happened. And I'm like, oh, he said Joe Biden. And I had to voice to you, like, yo, bro, I'm bugging out. Because, of course, I was just smoking, you know what I mean? So it happens sometimes. You know what I mean? Your focus is not focused, even though you wear glasses, you know?
Yeah, man. When I heard that, I was up early on Sunday, so I woke up at like probably 6, 7 o'clock. And I couldn't get back to sleep, so I was up or whatever. Did some bullshit around the crib, and I fell back asleep. And I woke up again. It was like, your fucking Sunday. So I might have woke up at 12 and laid back down, moved from the bed to the couch. Then it was probably about 2 o'clock. And I'm looking through, I don't know what I was watching, but then somebody had put in a comment on a live feed or something. I'm scrolling through YouTube, and it said something about Biden's done, Biden's out. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then I switched over and I just started seeing the headlines. It was like 22 minutes ago, 24 minutes ago, Biden steps out.
They're going crazy. Yeah, they start trending and streaming about it. Yeah, it's crazy.
So then I went and talked to my dad about it. He's a big Biden supporter. And yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with the left field conspiracy theory for the morning. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, because everybody knows they've been telling him to get out. He was like, nah, I'm gonna fight. He's been hearing all this crazy shit. I think they came with the files and was like, listen, you don't get the fuck out, old man. We're gonna expose you and the rest of your family for the rest of this shit. Walk away silently, man.
I mean,
they gave him the letter, bruh. You gotta walk, bruh. You making us look bad. You gotta walk.
He definitely got to talk. You know what I'm saying?
He for sure.
I mean, we've been saying it, man, and like my pops, he called me a conspiracy theorist all the time. But I've been saying this for a while, ever since. I mean, it's almost a couple years when they were saying he was in cognitive decline and just a little stuff he was having. Just a little the glitch.
Yeah, you saw him glitching, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I said, yeah, this man is glitching out, and he's 82 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's power hungry. He don't want to give it up, bro. He don't want to give up the power, bro.
That too. I mean, he's been in
the old school, figure. The old blue bloods. Yes, sir.
50 years or more. So.
Yeah. And Trump. Listen, let me tell you the funny shit. Like, think about it. You're hearing now both sides. Oh, they tried to do it, and he set it up, whatever the case may be. Like, think about this. America, the way it's built on, because they put to me, it's like everybody's an immigrant, bro. Everybody who came to America was an immigrant at the beginning. You know what I mean? And it's like he looks at it like how it's built is on honesty and hard work. The American way, So, but being a criminal is not part of the American way. So how can you sell that to the public? Okay, dude almost get popped. Now he's a hero. He's a martyr. You understand what I'm saying? You forget about him being a convicted felon. You go, shit, I'm still gonna vote for this guy because he just took a bullet. He's our man. This guy's old. He's out of the game. Like it's crazy. Then he trying to pull the Ogie to put Camilla in there. Come on, it didn't work, bro. It didn't work with Hillary. The only way I see the Democrats winning if she calls in Michelle Obama or Hillary to back her, because it didn't work with Hillary, bro. And her husband was the president. There's no way they're gonna win the presidency. She could win the nomination. They're gonna get that for sure, but there's no way, bro.
Well, the first I would say conspiracy that I was hearing about was Michelle Obama was gonna be the next. It's like Michelle Obama was gonna be the next nominee. Now this was like almost 2 years ago. During COVID, they was talking that, and,
that taps in on that, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, what? And I was like, well, that would be the best way to get like Barack back in the White House, was vicariously through Michelle type shit. So I'd always been hearing, Trump, he ain't gonna make it. And I've always just thought he's too old. He need to step out. I didn't know who was gonna step into place. But when they get to throwing the Camilla around, I'm not really a Camilla fan. Kamala, however you pronounce it. it seems so like manufactured, bro. It's like like you said, they picked her, these checking boxes,
Yeah, because put it this, because if it wasn't for her being the vice president right now, there's no way they would even think of it. They could pull this off. You understand what I'm saying? You got Sunday Night Smoke, Mark. He want to come up, talk about this topic real quick.
Copy that. All right, let me spin a quick clip I have loaded up.
Hope everybody doing good this morning. You know what I mean? On your way to work. For sure. Thanks for being here. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. That's it. You know what I'm saying? With the morning wake and bake, the morning G motherfucking show. It's going down right here.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been.
What we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by
what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been.
Who we can be unburdened by who we have been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
Where we can be unburdened by where we have been and unburdened by where we are right now.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been. What could be unburdened by what had been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Unburdened by what has been, believing in what can be. What can be unburdened by what has been. 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 What could be unburdened by what has been. What can 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 be what should be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. See what can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Unburdened by what has been and knowing what can be. Have a sense of vision about what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What could be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Where we can be unburdened by where we have been. What was possible unburdened by what has been. What can be 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 unburdened by what has been. That can be
unburdened by what has been.
There are those who are unable to see what can be, but there are many more who are able to see what can be unburdened by what has been.
Oh man.
Listen, I tell you what, I'm about to stamp the unburdened shirt. I'm taking it down right now. We need to get that. The unburdened shirt. That's it. Unburdened. You can lock it all down with one word, unburdened. Because you cannot get her point across without saying unburdened. What's good, man? Good morning.
Yo, what up, Jay Harlem?
What's good?
What up, Jay Money? What's good? This is wild work.
So what you think?
You like it?
Well, myself, hold on, let me get is my mic right? You can hear me, right? Yeah, we good.
You good.
Yeah, I'm a conservative. So I'm Republican. I've been for many, many years. I'm like, this is wild work. I just got a few questions. I'm not going to try to come on here and convert people and say, yo, man, I don't
Nah,
know
speak
what
your mind.
Democratic parties that people
That don't
affiliate with
matter. Listen,
themselves.
you allowed your opinion, brother.
Facts though, but for the Biden, for all of the for the black people, right, that still vote Republican and have voted, vote Democrat and have voted Democrat all the time and just got grandfathered into it, right? For anybody that's around 40 years old, right? Just I'm 40 and above. J Money, you kind of in that range with me. You know what I'm saying? Jay Harlem, I'm not sure. But generally speaking, since back in the days, what changes have you seen in like urban communities and things like that? Like what changes have we seen
Oh,
actually?
nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a shit who wins or not because of exactly what you said. Nothing happens. But
No, but you
the one
should
thing
give a
I'm
shit.
gonna say about
Mm-hmm.
Trump, I'm gonna tell you about Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Even though what he said was wacko, whatever everybody wants to say, it was outrageous or whatever. The difference between him and every other president, and nobody could deny this, he had progress and people to push his agenda. Everything he said he was going to do, he did it or attempted to do it. Every time since I've been growing up, every president says, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, just to get votes, and never did shit, especially for the people who were down on the bottom who helped them get elected. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you when you say, what you're saying. But it's just crazy, regardless of who's in power, it sucks that the fact that nothing is getting done where it needs to get done at. It's just all about the favor and washing each other's hands. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do a favor for you, do a favor for me. All right, we good. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it works. We know how it is.
Facts. J Money,
Yeah.
what up?
I mean, I tell people, especially around this time, people get all riled up about the politics, and I say the president, they do a lot, but they don't do a lot. And I say that I think they have more of a sphere of influence than anything. And we all know, like, to get things done, to see real changes and stuff like that, it comes with legislation. It's just not one person making a bunch of decisions. They might sign off on something in the end, a bill, or they can influence. But I mean, as far as the change, I ain't seen a whole lot of change. No.
I mean, we understand the checks and balances, Jay. We understand the checks and balances, but the fact is, they're still the voice of the people because it was the people who voted them in. So whether it's not them making the move or them getting rejected, they still not speaking or doing for the people that put them in the office. They're doing it for the people that gave them the big donations.
So I
think
back,
that it worked both ways. Go ahead, Jay Money.
I was saying, you look back. Okay, so now we're in Biden. Before that, we had Trump. Before that, we had Obama. Before that, you had Bush Jr. Before that, you had Clinton, right? And then before that, it was Bush. Yeah. And then before that, it was Reagan. All right, as far as in my lifetime. And I guess in my voting lifetime would have been Obama. Would have been the first time I was, as far as me being politically aware.
Into politics.
And and actually participating in it and being old enough to not totally understand it, but just to, go along. And, so I look back, but as far as in perspective to change, I look at what changed in each of these phases. Was there a big, like walked outside and I said, damn, life is better or worse because of something that said president has done? And then so far, it's like, no, shit don't change. Like, if you wasn't watching TV and you was just living your life, it wasn't like you walk outside and was like, okay, well, now there's new laws or there's new this. So there's a whole new perspective just because the president changed. Now, what I can say, Mike, in these different windows of time would be the way that people react to it.
Okay.
Yeah, because the way they fed the news, like, you know what I mean? The attention span is very low.
So like when Obama came in, black people was happy because you had a quote unquote black president. And I watched the way that people, I remember going in to my job and just seeing people defeated or people, even though your life didn't change, just the person on the stage and how y'all reacted to it. Just even though with the Trump thing, it's like, okay, well, during the Trump time, what changed in your life? I mean,
I mean, besides the people getting the PPP loans, they was getting off on that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they love them. That's why they love them right there.
Think before the stimulus in the health crisis. Think before that, right? Think to before that, because don't a lot of people, even though they got a little punk ass stimulus and a little PPP, they still just like, yo, we don't like this nigga. But he didn't, when the game got jammed up allegedly by Democratic co-conspirators, allegedly, that they threw a monkey wrench in his game, and he still was like, yo, man, let's get these people some bread, because they, somebody did something crazy. It's above my comprehension. It's just wild. I just like him because he's not the politician. He's not the typical politician, and he came in and he jammed up the game. Because the question is, right, compared to right now, is your life any better or any worse? And the average person that has a pretty good paying job and people may think like, well, nah, not really, right? But when you think about it, when you go put gas in your car every week, what's different? You're paying twice as much. When y'all niggas go to the supermarket every week, I don't know how often you shop, or if you in charge of buying the food in the crib, or you got to hit, whatever your family living situation is, what's different? You paying a lot more money. So the bottom line is really the cost of living. And that's the real bottom line. I don't care who the person is in office. It don't matter what you look like, whether you like blacks, whether they say you are racist, this, that, the other. That's not really important to me. What's important to me is the bottom line is the bread, right? So if say the Democratic Party is saying, well, we want to impose another 4% on taxes that you have to pay out of your pocket, right? I think that's bad business for me. If the Republicans were saying that, I would say, nah, I'm not with that either, right? So I just look at the issues at hand, the border, right? I live in a middle class.
I hear you, brother. Sorry to interrupt you. I hear you, but you're the certain percentage that really don't. Yeah, you're into politics, but the people that are actually giving these numbers are not. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you are aware, you know what you're talking about. You pick the side, which is great. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you're talking about. You understand what you want to stand on. You know what I mean? That's what's up. But at the end of the day, like I say again, like what sucks about it is whether who's in charge is shit is not getting done on the bottom, and it's all about the people regardless. Like, I always look at it as this is my stand on everything. I'm gonna keep it real, because you got races and religions. Everybody's, oh, I hate America this, I wish I was going back to my country, everything's in my country. You hear these people say this, right? You hear these people say this, right? It's not even about that. It's like, you got the nerve to say that. No matter who you are, here's the thing. Right now, we could build something right now, right? Us three right now, 100 years pass. Who is anybody to say we made a right or wrong decision when the decision we made allowed us to live the life we live in?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the whole bottom line right there. So there's got to be right decisions and there's going to be wrong decisions, because everybody got to remember, this shit was built on nothing. This shit was built on nothing.
True, but if it's wherever it's at, right? We got to remember, the whole name of the game is maintenance. You want to maintain pretty much a smooth.
But maintain it for who though? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
People.
No.
Listen. I'm talking about the maintenance. I'm talking about the basic economics, and that's the poor people, everyday people like us. Everyday people like us. I don't know if you make a lot of money, if you're rich, or this shit doesn't apply to you. But I'm talking about economics. Do you have a car? Do you drive a car, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. What state do you live in? You say you were in New York, brother, right? You live in New York, right? I live in Queens. I don't know what type of.
I'm right here in Harlem.
All right, check it out. I'm wild in J Harlem. So check it out. When you go to I don't know if you drive a economy or a luxury car, but when you go to the gas station, right, and you pay $4. I don't know how much you pay for gas uptown. How much is gas uptown when you fill your car?
Right now, about $3.33.
So you use regular, I assume. All right. Well,
I had to switch down. That shit got crazy.
I use premium. I have to in all my vehicles. I use premium, right?
Mhm.
I'm not comfortable with paying almost $5 in gas, and you shouldn't be comfortable with paying $3.60, and you were
Oh, of
paying
course not.
$2 and 25 cents 3 years ago. You shouldn't be comfortable with that. You should not.
But they
be
push it through. Of course not. I'm not comfortable. But they push it through inflation and the bullshit. But think about this. Let's keep it real. These things happen regardless. Every summer the prices go up because they know more people are traveling. Watch in December. Watch when it comes to winter.
Went up. Bro, this is wild.
No, I'm just trying to tell you. No. What I'm saying, I agree with you. What I'm trying to tell you is, regardless,
gas
seasonally is gonna go.
Let me just ask you a question. So basically, all right, because I don't want to. This is not a debate, but I'm just saying.
No, it's a discussion. Never debate.
In the summertime, I know this gas always goes up a few cents in the summertime per gallon, but generally speaking, all of America and me as a New Yorker, I realized that when Trump was in office, the prices of gas were $2 less per gallon, no matter how you cut it.
Right. I can't argue with that.
Argument anybody has, I know for a fact that's true.
That's what I'm saying. I can't argue with that. What's right is right.
When I went to the supermarket, eggs were $1.69 per dozen when Trump was in office. I don't know if you eat eggs or not, but I have a family. Sir. I know for a fact that now we're paying $3 and change for that, so that's almost double.
Definitely. Definitely, we're paying way more,
less money, sir. So I don't know. What I'm trying to say is this: since we're talking about everyday people, we're talking about everyday people, me and you, regular folks that have a 9 to 5, go to job, work overnight, whatever we doing, 11 to 8, school to the midnight niggas, we rock, we lit, whatever. Everything costs a lot more money now over the last 3 years, and that's the bottom line. And it's because of the people in office. And I don't know why anybody doesn't understand this.
Yeah, overspending, doing all the dumb shit. Sending money overseas. Like, that's my biggest thing. Not for nothing, regardless of what party you are. How can you agree sending millions and millions of dollars overseas when we got homeless people and people who are hungry here in America? Like, that's crazy to me right there. I never understood that.
Listen, I have no problem with them stealing their little side bread, making off shit. But you know what my problem is? They're not protecting home base. You got homeless veterans, but yet the border's wide open. They let 20, 30 million people walk across the border for no reason. That was wild.
Unvaccinated,
unchecked. But
then they threaten everybody's job out here to get vaccinated.
Thank you. And these are the same people in office, Democrats, that put y'all niggas out of work because you didn't take a shot. Wow, shit.
A lot of nurses still out of work because of that.
Listen, I'm just saying they put y'all niggas, city workers and everything, including in New York, because nigga, I live here. They put firefighters and police officers out of fucking work. They would not take a vaccination.
And the union wasn't fighting for it neither. The union wasn't saying shit.
But the bottom line is, it's the people in power that made this happen, and that's what you need to understand. These people need to be taken out of power. That's what you don't understand.
Definitely.
That's what a lot of people see. They don't look at the issues. They look at the person. Trump this, Trump that. Trump that.
Exactly. That's why the media fries him. Yeah, exactly.
My thing is this: I'm not trying to convert anybody. He said, "Fuck that vax. Fuck that shutdown. Fuck all of this shit. We don't know what we're dealing with, but let's not jump off a cliff with it." He said, "Cut these niggas checks because they fucked up right now." This is the reality of it. So, like him or not, he helped maintain everything, and that's what maintenance is. Because even going into the end of that year, the grocery store was still the same price, and the gas was still the same price. But all of a sudden, in February, March, April, everything started raising like a motherfucker when these guys came in office, and that's the bottom fucking line. How much money I gotta spend out of my bag every month, and it changed dramatically when the Democrats, Joe Biden, and them took office. So if it would have been the opposite when Trump took office, I would have said, "Hey man, get this nigga out of here. He costing me bread." But for some strange reason, the shoe's on the other foot, and it's the poor people that are really affected. And for some reason, it's the poor people that don't understand what the fuck is really going on, because half of them get free shit, government handouts, so they don't got to work for their bag, so they don't care because they spend in our bag. I pay high taxes just so these dumb niggas can live, and they want to make the wrong decision and fuck me up. Don't jam me up. The more money I make, the more money I can donate so the poor people can live. But I can't have all these poor people making poor decisions in who they put in office. You understand what I'm
Poor
saying? That makes
decisions
no
come
sense to
from
me.
poor upbringing. You understand?
No, but we gotta help these poor niggas understand. Like, yo, man, if you got people, they always say, "Oh, the rich don't pay taxes. The rich this."
We can't say we can't. Let's not use. All right, hold on. Let's not use the word poor. Let's use the word people who are not economically, inclined to be where they want to be.
Well, that's what. Well,
you can't scrutinize. Because think about this. You can't
I'm
scrutinize
not
the people.
scrutinizing people, but
No. I'm just saying in general. We're talking in general. We can't scrutinize people who don't have any control on where they're born. You understand what I'm saying?
They are less, and as far as in the country wise, nobody can control where you're born. But what I'm saying is, unfortunate, the reality is there are more haves than have-nots. Right? There are more.
Mm-hmm.
There are more people that don't have, that are regular everyday people, and there's a few millionaires, right? There's a few millionaires and billionaires, but there's a lot of us regular people.
There's more millionaires every day. Yeah.
Obviously, we're the regular
trying
people.
to take out the middle class. Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's a lot more of us, right?
Yeah.
So we're regular people, and then you divide the regular people between middle class and people that are below middle class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the middle class pay the most taxes, right? So we're trying to say, listen, to the people that are in the class below us, you got to realize we're the people that are fitting the bill for you guys, right? So since we're fitting the bill for you guys, we're trying to tell you guys who you should vote for to make a less burden on us, but you're still going to get the same thing. And you don't realize that the illegals is taking some of your resources away, and we want to stop that. So we want to make sure you get your bag. We don't get tax crazy, and we get these illegals out of here because they're stealing your resources. But when you guys keep going against the grain, but when they keep going against the grain and trying to, the ultimate line is middle class people like myself, we're tired of getting screwed over by the poor decisions that the low class.
Anybody will get tired of getting screwed over when they're working hard for it.
So we're trying to tell them to figure this shit out and follow our lead so you can still eat and we can get these illegals out of here because they stealing out of your bag. But they
can't say that, like, man. America's built on the illegals, bro. America's built on the legal. Yo, check this out.
No, it's not.
Remember this. Hold on. No, we still talking with you. Hold on. You ready to listen? You gotta listen. We listen. I'm listening. Listen to me real quick. Listen to me real quick. All right? Listen, you gotta remember. Back in the days when the Irish people came here, when they were immigrants, when they didn't have nothing, when they were the ones in the streets, when they was the buns, when they were begging, before they opened up these new jobs, firemen, policemen, exactly what we were talking about a second ago. And then other races came in, the Chinese, the Spanish, the blacks. How many more people came in? You understand that kept? And the thing is, I didn't understand is how every race,
legally or illegally,
both, regardless, every race that came into this country was ridiculed. And they kept ridiculing the next race. They kept ridiculing the next wave of immigrants who were just trying to do exactly what America was built on.
But legally or illegally is what I'm just saying.
But legally or illegally to you is a piece of paper. It's like marriage. Just because you married to someone don't mean you love them. That piece of paper is just tied in for your economic split. How they're gonna cut the money when you file for taxes. That's all that is.
And two, I mean, not only how they got here,
wild,
but what are you doing once you got here? Like,
that's my thing.
Into society,
that's my thing.
But even if you came here illegally, right? If you contribute to society, I really, you know what I mean. That illegal. That's just, you know what I mean. Depending on the time, and it's, today we live in a different time. But back when he's referring to when the Irish came or whatever, like
times we're talking right now. Yeah, that's back then.
Your point, Harlem.
No, I get everything. What I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is that we were built on something. That's what I'm trying to say. We can't forget how it was built. We understand we're modern times. We understand we got to move forward. We understand people are losing jobs. I understand what you're saying. I get that. I mean, believe me, like I said, when you got a point, I'm gonna tell you got a point. I'm not gonna sit here and be ignorant and go, just because I don't have a side. Honestly, I just want, like I said, to me, I just want to see the people win. I want to see the people do better. Because in reality, let's keep it real. We got the technology and enough people for a lot of people don't even have to work. Because to keep it real, AI and VR and all this technology is going to take a lot of jobs out in the next 5 years, brother.
Okay,
so a lot of jobs are going to be gone.
Okay, so with that being said, with people pouring into the country by the millions and jobs declining, what do you think happens? So my thing is, I think we should stop having illegals pouring into the country because what happens is
Illegally.
allegedly now. No,
Yes.
illegally.
Illegally. No, illegally. Yeah, illegally. Yeah, you said.
On the border.
Like do it the right way. Do it the right way. Exactly.
That's all I was trying to say, brother. That's all I was trying to say.
I'm with you. Like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm with you.
That's all I was
listen,
trying
if
to
that's
say.
because that's the process now. That's
right.
the rules. That's the rules now.
But we have an administration in power that enables all of these
Open
people
up the
to
gates.
pour in. All right.
Yeah.
So we need to get
Causes
these people out of
crime.
power, is what I'm trying to allude to, basically, because with the people out of here, there's not enough. So even the citizens, like you say, we have veterans, we have people struggling, right? And they're not even getting the love that they need, right? So our government is not even giving all of our own citizens that are struggling the love that they need. So now we have people coming in illegally, right? Not even getting paperwork right. They're just pulling up. They're getting $9,000 gift cards and all of that.
Right.
I mean, and credit cards and things that. Why couldn't our veterans and all of these other homeless people been getting that all this time? That's what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of wild right there.
And
like,
on to piggyback on to the point about the money, I think we're both, there's enough resources in our country,
plenty,
where people don't necessarily have to work. And that's not the scenario that I'm trying to set up. But I'm just saying, I've found in my adult life, when you're young, you just assume the world is all they quote unquote, they keep shit in order, whoever the they is. It's just like, oh yeah, well, if there's a problem, they would have already fixed it. Or like, you trust the government, the FDA, what you eat, what's bad for like general health. Like, you always have this blind trust on the they until you get to be an adult and you start to dig deeper and you like, well, shit, they really don't know what the fuck is going on. But one of the things that I've learned, especially in the past 20 years, is they have all types of money, like around the world. Like, there's enough resources that if you just redirected resources, we could take care of a lot of problems, and you just wonder where the money goes, right? For example,
facts.
Since 1948, we've given $158 billion to Israel. Okay, I'm not trying to go into the Israeli.
No, go ahead. Just spit the numbers. Like spit them numbers, player.
But more important, because that's 158 billion since 1948. Okay, whatever. But here's a bigger one. We spent 107 billion to Ukraine since their shit has been popping off. You know what I'm saying?
2
so
years.
I'm like, wow, and that's been in
that 2 years.
Not only that, since February of 2022, we sent $44.7 billion to Ukraine. So I'm like, well, shit, I look at all this money, and I start to think about stimulus and like what I just did raw math. There's like 350 million people approximately or something in the United States. I think I divided, like, what if you just took $10 billion and just gave it back to everybody, divided by that, and it still ended up being like $137 per person that you could give back if you just spent less than half of what you just gave to a country in the past 2 years. I mean, that just built little pieces of perspective where I was like, like, all this shit is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, even basically, with the, and I think, like, right now, you look at like you were saying, the migrants coming in and they just housing them and feeding them and giving them cards,
building a new hotel for them niggas,
hotels, all that, right in the same community that are falling apart, and y'all don't even give funding to. I mean, it's definitely like, this shit's wild. And when I hear, like, especially with this whole presidential shit, that's when you start hearing all the, well, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and it's like, I haven't seen anything get done in all this time except for money being spent. And yeah, I don't know. I think Harlem dropped out. You might got a phone call. But
money being spent on bullshit.
I think I had to switch up to my
the link back in
my whole internet when y'all had the Democrats and hit my line and shit.
Here we go. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I stunk up the joint. Democrats say, "Oh man, not this nigga smoke again."
Yeah, literally, I reset my computer. Now I'm on my mobile hotspot off my phone running this shit. That's crazy.
My bad, dog. They didn't got me, but
too passionate.
Smoke. Wait. This shit is crazy out there.
policies. Remember, there was no wars going on. He was pulling up to Putin and all them saying, hey, man, y'all niggas better relax. But people on the television said, hey, he's a traitor. He's talking with these guys. He's talking with them to tell them relax. Because once he left, everything popped off, right? Think about this. He was going to all these places and they were saying, and that's what a president is supposed to do. Go to places and be diplomatic, right? And talk about worldly shit. Like, hey, man, you know, these tensions between people that's about to pop off with beef. And that's what he was doing. A lot of people wouldn't know that he was nominated, he was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize a couple of years ago because he was the one that stopped all of these wars that you see right now since the Democrats took office. He stopped all of this stuff. Was there any war going on when Trump was in office? I don't think so.
Yeah,
not at all, actually.
I mean, we wasn't in the beefs. I don't know.
The world was not on fire. All this wild shit wasn't happening because he told Putin, hey, man, relax. Don't pull up on UK. Like, don't pull up on Ukraine. We good. Just relax. So he ain't make no moves. He pull up on all of those places.
All right, so
it just seems weird. The timing seemed off that once he left, everybody got aggressive all over the place.
So what do you attribute that to, I guess, Smoke?
I think that they may have thought, I think my thoughts were, since he was not really webbed into the quote unquote the swamp or the politician, like he's not a politician, right? So remember who was the last president they tried to kill? Ronald Reagan, because he was not a politician.
He's a movie star.
He may not be into what I'm just saying. Yeah, think about it. He was not a politician. Trump is a businessman or whatever. But see, remember, when you're not involved,
how they sold Schwarzenegger for California. Just how they sold Schwarzenegger for California.
But think about it. He was not a politician, but they didn't try to kill him because that was a small scale. But when you're a president and you're not a politician and you're not in with all of the dirty work, there's bipartisan dirt going on. Not just your Republican is good, this one is bad. No, it's all kind of niggas stealing all kind of money and all kind of crazy, dirty, underhanded shit going on. And when you're not a politician and you pull up and you be like, "What's going on over here?" That's when they get scared. Like, oh man, this nigga he gonna jam the game.
I'll tell you what, smoke for fucking president. Fuck it, smoke for president. 2024, we fucking voting. God damn it.
I'm just keeping it a man.
Listen. We gonna hire Jay Rello. We gonna raise these funds for you.
Nah, Jay Rello gonna steal the money. He gonna steal the money. He gonna be just like the politicians. He's
in the right game. That's another big deal. He's out the game. He dropped out the game.
Nah, that's he gotta come back. He'll be back. He'll be back next week.
No, hold on with that. He gotta come back. Shit.
He'll be back next week. Don't worry.
He was back last night. He was back under Keith's wing. Keith was keeping him nice and warm, right under the wing.
Keeping him under the titty.
Keep under the wing, a little under the wing. He said, listen, we can do the loopholes, Jay Rello. We can do the loopholes. You come on my live, technically, you're not doing it live, baby. I get the views.
Some funny shit.
We split the money. Let's do this, baby. You know what I'm saying? Keith's a mastermind. I love it. Let me tell you, I love Keith. Bro, he do his thing, kid. I'm gonna tell you, Keith is an artistry of editing. He can make taking the shit look good. That's how good he is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it up to him. He paved the way. I don't know what the raccoon thing is. I ain't into hip to that. But anyway,
he is a raccoon, is what I'm saying.
Shout out to Keith digging holes. You know what I mean? For paving the way for a lot of cats. You know what I mean? He's been out there. Shout out to everybody in the space. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Like I said, he was under the wing. So technically, he's not out the game, but he's in the game. You know what I mean? But technically, he didn't get it. That's another news. He didn't get his 1,500 he was supposed to get. You know, I guess the water in the well has run a little dry. A little bit.
You gotta feed the well content. That's the problem. You gotta feed the well content, and then the well opens up. But when you don't feed the content into the well, the money runs out.
But his content is the transparency of the ignorance. That is the content. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, technically, regardless of what anybody says, even himself, he understands and he knows that his transparency of his poor choices is what's entertaining. Exactly.
Copy.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, regardless, it feel like this, because we went from I'm gonna show you how to do a trip to $600 to now I need $2,000. I don't know how that happened, but you know, he started in the space where I
Traveling
was
on a
talking
budget,
about,
right? It was dubbed as traveling on a budget.
exactly. Traveling
Fact.
on the budget because that's all he had. He had nobody to donate, even though he was out there still getting money from people to buy him stuff. You understand what I'm saying? He calls himself a veteran, but he's still making rookie mistakes. We don't get that. We don't understand that. But you know, when he comes back in 3 months or a week later, maybe he can explain that to the space. He ain't gonna lie, but he gonna keep lying to you. You understand what I'm saying? But listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I got a segment here that I was talking to Marg about. We're gonna call it the Book of Rello. The Book of Rello. All right. And this is where you go traveling for all my people in the traveling space out there that are listening to us. The Book of Rello, rule number 1 is you never talk prices or you're gonna mess up the vibe. Make sure you get that right.
Never talk prices.
Never talk prices, especially in a P4P environment.
So beforehand, don't talk prices. Never talk prices beforehand.
Book of Rello, rule number 1. Don't fuck up the vibe. Never talk prices. And even though since day 1, from no matter what live you've ever seen from this man, everybody's always told him, make sure you tell him the price. Make sure you keep the price. And again, over and over. So it's either the man needs some help mentally, hopefully not, or again, his ignorance becomes entertainment, which I don't mind watching. You understand what I'm saying? I do not mind watching that because I would sit here and be a liar if I ain't tell you I ain't sitting there. Like people call it the crash shop. I call it entertainment because his transparency of his ignorance allows me to be entertained. Will I send him money? No. You know what I'm saying? Did I ever send him money? Yeah. One time I sent him $5 for the Wi-Fi when he was traveling the first time ever on Spirit because he didn't have no money. That he was like, listen, I'm gonna get the Wi-Fi. Nah, I can't afford the Wi-Fi. I was like, man, here's $5. Go ahead and get that Wi-Fi. that ass, you can go back. It's in the archives. I don't know if it's in if it's where he had it on his new page or old page. There's a lot of shit, you know, he was skipping around. You know what I mean? Yo, Mark, hit that, Jake. Pause.
Oh man. So that's rule number 1. How many pieces in the book? It's a.
Listen, man, it's not even a book. We just modernized it. It's the scroll.
The scroll.
You know what I mean? He's been in the game so long. Remember, he's a veteran, bro. You know what the word veteran means. You know what that means, bro. You put your blood, sweat, and tears. He showed you his wins and his losses. God damn it.
Together, a lot more losses than wins, but I digress.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna give that man the Denzel Award. You understand what I'm saying? He gets the Denzel Award for that. Mark, I don't know if you can pull that up, man, or that audio. If you can give me that Book of Rello first one. I don't know if you got that on deck, man. That shit is crazy when he said that. I couldn't believe it.
That I did see that shit was crazy. That was definitely a loss. Honorable. He loses with dignity. He ain't like LeBron. He ain't gonna run off the court without giving nigga a high five. That was definitely an L. He said that.
He's not even. He's not even LeBron. You know what I'm gonna give him? If we're gonna give him the names,
losses, though, I'm gonna let him stay. He stays there and holds L's for real.
You know who he is? He's fucking Rodman, bro. He's Rodman. Wild out, crazy, doing wild out shit, straight in the public, not giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly. He's in the game. I'm not gonna take him out of the game because he's earned his position. You know what I mean? Like you go back, like I said, that last joint Mark put out, like it was crazy. Like you could see the prequel to everything where his first, actually before he even went on a budget trip, he was over there capping hard talking about, I'm not going out there for P. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna go find the love of my life type shit. Yeah, that shit changed real quick when he lost his sock and everything. Everybody forgot about the sock. I'm about to get a t-shirt with the sock on that shit, bro. You have to go back and get that sock. I don't know if y'all know about that shit or y'all tuned into that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit out there, bro. The dude got a history. You know what I mean? That's why it gets crazy. It's like, and you gotta remember, you in that space. So it's like, when you look at shit, when you look on Google, he's what's trending in that space. So how are you not going to talk about him? Now, as far as people out there making money off of him, my opinion off of that is Took the 200 and it was what it was, my nigga. You gotta live on your sword, bro. You gotta live on your sword, bro. Sorry, man. I can't take a side on that. You just gotta keep it G and keep it real. You understand what I'm saying? You can't take people's money and then be like, you're not appreciating me. Everybody's making money. Well, you know what? If he was a businessman, you would have reached out to all these people that knew they was gonna talk about you and play your footage and be like, yo, hit me off for the third. I'll make a guest appearance. Let them fucking badmouth me for a little bit and I step down. Like you should have learned that by now. But again, he gotta make his own choices as a man. And I hope he continues to grow slowly so I can keep being entertained. Because if he grows fast, then I'm changing the channel. You know what I mean? I gotta go to Floyd. And I don't even watch Floyd. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, Floyd's a fucking asshole though.
Yeah, he different. That's different entertainment.
I just say it because I met them dudes.
Shout out to Brooklyn GQ.
I sat and fucking had a beer.
Backpack vibe, what up?
Floyd
Society, Hilltop.
I got video and shit. And
you seen them both at the same time when they was out there that last time?
Yeah, I was there that night. I got it. I let they went to Flips and I was at Flips. I went to Flips, I guess right around that time. I had a beer. We all recorded. I got footage and shit from that. I just never did nothing with it. And and I sat there, did like a little interview or whatever while I was drinking beer because I had to see it in real life. I'm like, they right here. I'm saying I was staying at Casa Valeria and shit. So I walked over there, boom, kicked it with them, and then they did that, that whole rest of the night type shit. But so I kicked it. So I was in Floyd's chat and shit, and you know how he'd be like, oh, hit the super chat if you want to ask any questions and all that shit. And I'm like, nigga, I just asked like how many countries you've been to on some real, just basic, because he was explaining some shit. I wouldn't even, everybody is in his chat trolling, by the way. I'm not. I'm just on some, because I met this dude, and he was like, hit the chat if you don't want to ask some questions. And I was like, bro, I'm like, I had a beer with you at Flips, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta pay $1 or some shit just to ask you a question. And he was like,
but that's what it is, though. He's like a real life virtual player. He's like your own virtual player. You understand? Like, play this. You send him $100, he'll eat a piece of shit, bro.
I know.
I'll tell you something. That's the shit that motherfuckers need to be doing. You so thirsty for money, go ahead and do that. You get got, we gonna see you eventually. You gonna get the wrong person at the wrong time, and you gonna get got. You know what I'm saying? So
but at that moment, I was like, this dude is like detached like that. And it's like, I was like, wow. But I had some good ideas. I'm like, they could make some money, and I almost even told.
For sure.
I'm like, dude, like literally, if they got together and was on some fucking Mutt and Jeff type shit, like and somebody would have to manage them, you know what I mean, to make it work, but they could get so paid.
They too greedy.
They could have a battle of the subs, like they both be begging. They could do a dual live stream and fucking make people compete to see who can send who the most money.
We ain't got to do that. Rello already lost. You couldn't even make 1,500.
Yeah, I think the jig is up now. I think niggas. I think after a while, niggas is like, all right. So the other day, so he retired, right? Real quick. This is
supposedly. He's retired, but yesterday was his Keith's WWE appearance. You know when you become a wrestler and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forbidden Door. Okay, coffee. This nigga. How much did he for 1,500? What did he make?
I don't even know. I think it was like 300 or 400. I mean, that's what he told the people. Regardless, it wasn't enough. It wasn't the 15.
So he said, if I don't make 1,500, I'm gonna leave for 3 months. So what
basically told him that.
So you got to send back the 300 then. Since you didn't meet your goal, you send back the 300, right, Rello?
That's what you should 300. Took the 300. It was what it was. That's it, dog. It was what it was. That's the remix. The 300. It was what it was. 300. It was what it was.
He ended up to make a Hyundai car payment though. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Make the car, that should be good for the car payment though.
The crazy shit was when they gave him the money, he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you this 200 for the give back." And he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna give back. I'm gonna give back to the ATV guy when I return it. Give gifts back to the maid when I pay her." Like, yeah, that's what
Man, listen.
Bucarello, rule number 2. Give back means give to yourself first.
No,
all right.
we gotta rephrase that. Giving to yourself is giving back. That's what it is.
Giving back to one's self.
Giving back to oneself
is the true meaning of giving.
Of giving back.
Charity starts at home.
Listen, a lot of things back that up. We can't knock that. Can't knock it. It happens. He did it.
All right,
was what it was.
For some bullshit. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start. So officially, shout out to the 6 people in the building.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. That's how it starts, but
yeah. You watching
Word Up
Day in the Morning,
the premiere,
the wake up show. This is the pilot edition. Right.
Yeah, I pulled up to think up the joint. My bad, but we
listen. Good.
All right, so yeah, I had to trying to get through all my technical difficulties. I bought the StreamYard. I'm good for a month. Just bought some other shit that's gonna be cool. I was trying to edit real quick, and it gave me the fucking you can't use this for trial version. So I just had to.
That's how they catch you, bro. That's how they catch you.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'll buy the little $5 a month. I probably need to buy the $10 a month.
We're gonna be paying for air real soon. I'm telling you, we're gonna be like the elderly with the oxygen tanks, bro.
My mama.
Shit.
Yeah, that 25 version is fully loaded. I think it's 20 or 25, some shit like that. But they got different things. But yeah. So they stopped you and made you join up, J Money.
No. This was something else that I was using some trial version shit on. Let me see here. While we're working on this, let me see if I can hear this. Let me see.
What you got going this morning, Smoke? You at work? Coming from work?
Nah, I'm just chilling, man. I'm Midnight Gang, man. I'm Midnight Gang.
I hear that.
And
so you down with the day walkers? You down with the day walkers right now? You know
yeah. I just heard some politics.
Already fucking stamped. God damn it, the day walkers. Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking building. Salute to the day walkers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who cut that motherfucking check at night. You know what I mean? And everybody who making that motherfucking turkey and cheese, bacon, egg and cheese, bagel and cream cheese, whatever the hell you want to eat with cheese. Then be careful because that shit might kill you.
Yeah, definitely keep it sliced, not brick. Yeah. Facts.
Oh man.
Facts. To the cheese gang. I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. I didn't, I just heard some
I appreciate you coming up, brother. Hey, I appreciate you coming up.
I was still hot off of them trying to hit my man, but they missed.
Yeah, listen, they trying to take him out, bro.
Oh yeah. I guess we can swing back to that. I was just thinking, man, that's just one thing too about the whole Trump thing, bro. It's been the concerted effort by the powers that be to stop him at every cost. From in the beginning to when it was like he would never be president, this is a joke, to actually start winning. Like regardless of how you feel about him, he has shook up politics as we know it and has changed the face of the shit, wrong, right, or indifferent. I don't think that Trump is a racist, you know what I mean? And if you people say, oh, he's a racist, if you look at his policy, I think he's an asshole. Yes. I think he's polarizing. Yes. He was a Democrat lifelong until he ran for president. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't let him on the ticket. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all different types of things that people he's been painted a certain way and people just blindly go for that. They don't look at his legislation. They just look at the fucking you're fired, all that type of shit. So it's like, and I tell people, I said, I don't think Trump is racist, and I don't think that Trump supporters are racist, but I do think that all racists are Trump supporters. So the result of his influence, what he brings out is the thing that is more scary than his actual policy and the way he thinks. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You saw what Biden did the other day when he went over that African American girl went to that white lady. You saw that?
No,
that was crazy. That was crazy.
in the crowd. Oh, when he was going through the audience.
He was going through the crowd. He skipped right over her, bro.
Yeah, he gave her the he didn't even
that wasn't even a cold shoulder. That was like a straight frozen frozen dinner. Take this.
She was a shadow. She was that white lady's shadow. I think
that's messed up. Yeah,
she was a shadow. That shit is wild. Yeah. So what? Go ahead, Jay. Buddy. I'm sorry. That was a wild moment. Go ahead.
That was just the thing, you know what I mean? It was, and that was another take too on the assassination. How it was like it would have started a civil war. You know, it would have been a war. And I do think some shit would have, if he would have got taken out, some shit would have been cracking. But I don't know what that civil war would have necessarily looked like, especially from the perspective. A black perspective, you know, I don't think like when you look at the Civil War before.
I agree with you, Backpack. Backpack made a point. Not all races are Trump support. Not all the races are on Trump's side. They got some on Biden's side too.
Oh, for sure. I'm just saying, people, just as far as when they stamp him with the racist thing, I
that's a fact, bro.
That, you know, yeah, for sure, and it's all in there, and I think that's a component, but I think that's a magnified component because they know that gets people fucking. It hits your emotions, and that's how they, you know. So it's like, okay, so back to they tried to stop Trump from even before saying you was a joke. To you know, you get in there. To when they got him up out of there, or the controversial election and all that. To how, as soon as he was out, they started the legal proceedings, and they was all, you know, for 4 years they building these cases that they want to launch. At the same time,
stop him from running for president.
Office, you know what I'm saying? So I seen that play a long time ago. I said they ain't gonna had it. They could start these cases back then. You know, even when they tried to get him out there before, and they was trying to impeach him, and then it was the, you know, he got Biden.
We got smoke up here. We got smoke up here, King Trump. I'm gonna tell you what do you think about the people who say that assassination was staged? What do you think about that?
That's wild talk. Obviously not. When you look at it, obviously not.
I mean, I'm not in forensics, so I can't say obviously not. I'm asking you, King Trump.
When you looking at the video in real time, right? When he's talking, he's moving his head real time. Like if I was cammed up and I'm talking, I'm moving my head. You got a teleprompter over there where he's looking at a bunch of numbers. Like, hey, when I was in office before, the numbers were great. They were here, and now when they're in office, the numbers are here.
I get that.
So he's turning.
What
back
about addressing? What about the people that told them about the roof, about the shooters on the roof? There was people. There's video of people saying, "Hey, there's somebody on the roof. There's somebody with a gun," and the cops are just sitting around.
Yeah, they was.
And the FBI was like right there too. Like, what about that? I mean, if it's not staged, I mean, I think if anybody says, especially
no, I don't mean staged. No. See, the term staged means like Trump staged it as it was phony. You mean set up, as in like they lined him up like a grand conspiracy type of thing, or staged?
I mean, however you want to see it. I want to see what's in your picture. I'm asking you, what do you feel about the people that say that he made this whole thing up to get elected? Like
you staged? No, that's crazy. That's insane. No way in hell. There's no way in hell, because see, you have the director of Secret Service on the hot seat. You have a bunch of people in the hot seat over this now. So there's no way that they would I don't really see it as fake, because there ain't no
now there's Tony Hernandez. Tony Hernandez says
there's footage of 2 people shooting, but there's footage of 2 people shooting now. I don't know if you saw, there's somebody on top of a water tower and there's somebody on top of a roof. Just like the JFK, there was several shooters. So allegedly they had video. I saw the shit myself the other night. That's why I didn't cover this on my channel yet, because I'm waiting for all of the shit to unfold. Because now we see there's another shooter on top of the water tower now, right? Now we see the lady behind him holds up a sign that says you're fired, right?
Wait, hold pause on that one. No,
hold up. That wasn't her. She wasn't holding up a sign.
That wasn't her.
Wasn't holding. No, that was somebody in front of her.
Whoever that was.
No.
Wait,
you see?
Before you
King Trump, you almost messed up there. Hold on a second.
Yeah, we stopped you. We're doing you a favor. Yeah, I just watched the whole video that debunked that lady. That sign was from somebody in front of her.
Yeah, it looked good. Okay. I believe. I thought it was like that too. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you.
Somebody in front of him holding a sign up, but what?
Yes.
She didn't
hesitate. She didn't hesitate.
Real quick, like
looking kind of
suspect. Yeah, suspect.
But they identified her as somebody that works for the CIA. Did you guys
Oh,
see
they
that?
said FBI. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
FBI.
yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
FBI.
Why is she there?
True or not? No, I'm saying,
No.
was that true or not?
They say
I don't know.
I watched the whole video last night debunking all of that.
So
Regardless, she was too calm. She was too calm. She was too calm to be in a
she
place where
looks
they
super
should.
calm, and that looks super
Matter
weird
of
to
fact,
me.
I'm gonna cue the video.
So
up
it's not her.
let me see.
Yeah, cue that video. Let's see what's up with
Now,
that.
this
For
is my
sure.
guy, Officer Tatum.
I want to know if it's the lady or not. If it's not the lady, we don't got to watch the video.
No,
but if it,
Yes, it's the lady with the it's the lady with the hat with the glasses.
We learning in real time.
So she is that lady.
It's the lady. That's what they said about her, but but I don't think it's true.
I don't know because they said she was identified as FBI, somebody that worked for the FBI, and that seemed wild.
Yeah,
Salute to Bandana Travels.
Bandana.
Everybody.
Yeah, let me
joining us here this morning.
Spend that J Money. Let's take a look at that because that looked, for a chick, she seemed like she had more balls than Secret Service agents that were hiding when
shit. These days, that's a fact. A lot of these women got more balls than these dudes pause. You know what I'm saying?
A little more tighter as far as she seemed like she was served, and she didn't seem phased. Of course, she wouldn't be phased by the gunfire if allegedly she was in on it because they know they're not trying to shoot us, so she don't got to flinch. She's like, I'm not the target. I don't got to get worried about getting
exactly. They're not gonna hit me. Exactly.
So she don't gotta move. But I don't know who this person was, but it just looked a little weird because most chicks start screaming and ducking and going a little, the average person drops down when they're shot fired. I mean, men too. Anybody smart, you cover your fucking head. Fly off. Like, it's not a that's a no-brainer.
I mean, we got the fight or flight, but nobody was doing that. She picked up a camera. That's the third option. Fight, flight, or camera.
See, her body, when you watch it, her body dipped for 1 megasecond, because that's a natural response. Even though it seemed like she may have possibly known, she still naturally dipped down for a megasecond and bounced right back up and had the phone out. You know what I mean? So it did seem like
more for just passage.
It was
because I was all over that as well. You know what I mean? And then I seen this video and I had to pump my brakes.
Little bit. She ducked a little bit though. But that seems like a normal response. When you hear something, that's a normal response. Even if you know what's coming, you still be like, oop. But everybody else got way lower than her. She was still kind of up there. Like, damn, ma, get low. What you doing? And she had the iPhone 15 out quick like a motherfucker. That shit was wild.
Listen, she was part of the FBI. She had the iPhone 18. It didn't even come out.
It just looked a little unnatural. That's all I'm saying.
No, definitely. Her behavior was way not something that you would literally think somebody normal would be doing.
Yeah.
But again, these days, not for nothing. I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate for a second because I'm with you. But these days, people are quicker to grab the camera than help. So that's why we get all this footage
already. My thing is, she was probably recording the speech already. You know what I'm saying? But
I can see that.
It's not like, okay, the shots are breaking off and I'm taking out the phone now. The phone obviously was in her hand already. But what I'm saying
that's what I'm trying to see.
She had the phone in her hand obviously already is from what I'm guessing. Because the sign that was in front of her face, I guess, since J Money says it was the person in front of her, because people hold up signs and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. There she go. Listen, let me know who that is. Hold on, J Money. Before you play this, I'm gonna tell you who that is. Nobody knows who that is. Yo, that's Sarah Connor from Terminator 2.
She's a time traveler.
She came back. Look.
So somebody in front of her puts up the sign.
Yeah, exactly. Because she don't got no phone right now.
She's completely normal. And then watch.
And then she's got her.
What the fuck? People are freaking out.
And she's filming.
And she's just right there.
Fuck that. I'm filming.
She's not even freaking the fuck out.
She just looks a little stiff. She just looks a little
stiff. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to help y'all. I love you. All my conservative family out here, I love you. But you got to stop sharing this video. I'm going to debunk it all.
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna go down before you break the shit down.
Yeah, she just looked stiff. Like maybe the bitch was in the army and she not scared of gunshots. Listen, half of them redneck ass niggas grow up around shooting all the time. Too.
And there's a person working in the government that people think is her. These are two different women. I'm gonna show you a picture of them so you know that these are two different women. Stop saying that woman that worked for the government is this lady, because she's gonna sue you and you're gonna owe millions of dollars. Because people are probably already sending that lady death threats. And I'm not doing this to be cool. Shit. I'm doing this because I want to save y'all. Let me play
So
this
it's not
first
her.
video,
Okay.
and then I'm going to debunk what the person says in this video. The problem with videos like this is because when you put them and you zoom in, you don't get a full picturing spectrum, and I'm gonna show you why the person is
He's
wrong.
a heavy Trump.
Now,
dude,
full disclosure.
Yeah, let's see.
When I
Let's
first
see.
saw this, I said 100% this woman is involved. 100%.
Yeah, once he said my conservative brothers, I said, all right, let's go.
She said, baby, you need to look into this so you don't get out there and say the wrong thing. So I went and looked at multiple angles, and I realized I was wrong, and I want to share it with you guys so you don't get caught up. All right,
let's go.
Roll the clip.
No, watch this, dude. Watch. Watch. She sits down.
Sits down.
Watch this. Puts the
See
sign
the
up.
hand?
That's somebody else, allegedly.
Yeah, somebody else's hand.
She's completely normal, and then watch.
And then she's got her.
What the?
I do think that.
What the fuck? People are freaking out,
And she's filming.
and she's just like right there.
Now I gotta tell you, the first time I saw this, I believe
Shit, dude,
you
watch.
said. And let's watch it again because I'm gonna start debunking a few things at a time.
No, watch this, dude. Watch. Watch. She sits down. Yep. Watch this.
Stretches her
Puts the
head
sign
up.
up.
First of all, she did not put the sign up. We'll find out that's not her sign. She didn't put that sign up. People are saying that she saluted the guy to give him an indication. When you look at it closely, actually, she's fixing her glasses.
Something that said, take a look at what happened.
Shots go off.
She's completely normal, and then watch.
And then
Goes down. Takes out the iPhone.
What the people are?
And it looks crazy, but let me show you the other angle because it explains it. Her behavior is slightly weird, but it's not weird in the context of what everybody else is doing. And I think that people should kind of recognize that. Okay, I'm gonna show you this video first, and then I'm gonna go to another video. This is the clearest video that I can get that's this large. I'm gonna prove to you real quick that this is not her holding this sign. See that hand?
Look, you can see it right there. Yeah, that's not her.
That's the person below her. That's holding.
Yeah, we
the
can
sign.
see that.
Okay. And I want you to pay attention to a few other people in the picture because she's not the only one that's kind of bizarrely responding to this.
Happened.
You got a boy in the background with the hat. Yeah.
This guy is not really moving. Just pay attention to them too. Just as well as she's not reacting right away. See, he's still standing up.
Somebody say, get down, get down.
And neither is she. This guy's beginning to move. They're beginning. She's just sitting there. People are shocked. So
they were hashtagging him. I forgot his name. They were hashtagging him.
I'm in the way. It has this weird delayed response. She went down. He's still standing up.
This goofy nigga.
Now, she does have her phone out.
That's crazy.
She is the only person I see with her phone out.
Yeah, she recorded. She getting footage. Fuck that. She on YouTube too.
I'm about to say, yeah, she got the exclusive.
But clearly, after we see all the other video footage, she's not the only person that had her phone out in the grand scheme of things. She's the only person I see here. So
as long as she ain't the same lady that works for the feds,
yeah, she's a regular chick. That's Sarah Connor.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna call her Sarah Connor. If she's good, we're gonna get her fucking 5 minutes of fame.
Sarah Karen. Sarah Karen.
But you gotta love the shot. You gotta love the shot. You gotta love the shot after he got hit, and he tells the Secret Service, wait. He's like, fuck yeah. He puts his hand up like, fuck yeah.
That's what I would say. Like this whole scenario, bro. I mean, it definitely something stinks about it for fucking sure. I do not think it was that nerd dude that was from the fucking rooftop by himself.
Nah, the nigga is on the water tower.
I mean, that's Lee Harvey Oswald 2024 all fucking day.
You get lined up.
No way in the hell, just the levels of
everything.
You know what I mean? That's the most. That's 130 yards away from there.
They split somebody's melon though.
That you're supposed to have your people on that building already.
You see the ladder right there behind the bush.
Yeah,
you see the bush, the ladder right there.
The way it went down, that shit's fake. Anybody who thinks that believe the story that they feed and y'all fucking retarded and that's all I can say. You know what I mean? It's just like
facts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Disrespectfully with that, that's just crazy. You know, if you believe what they feeding y'all on that one, that's just wild. What you
Did
need
you
to
see the ironically
is like, were they trying to let it happen?
Yes.
That's the only thing. It's such like blatant holes, gaps in the defense that just make you say they was trying to let that happen. because they've been doing everything that they can do, whoever they is, to stop Trump. Bottom line, from the lawsuit,
playing out that Simpson shit
to try to take him out because he is anti-establishment. And
Facts.
you know what I mean? Love him or hate him, y'all got to see that. Like, why people say, well, would y'all want somebody to be president that people hate him so much?
Like this. They didn't even treat Obama the way they treated him.
Exactly.
And we're full of a racist country. That's how you know the fix is in and they after him. Obama was the first African American president, and they didn't drag him through the streets the way they dragging this American white man who what they believe in and stand for.
Exactly. So
well, the media is powerful though. Remember, they control
it's who controls the media. You know who controls the media.
And they kind of paint pictures for things for you to believe, and you
kind
of
run. The narrative is a motherfucker, of course.
Yeah.
Remember,
So
because of the attention span,
they just fall for that shit, and that's why the thing. I'm like, that's what makes me, you know, that's what I see from it. Like, I might not like certain things that he may portray, but at the end of the day, I don't think he's a racist, and you got to see at the concerted effort to try to get him from not being in a position of power that they're trying to do. And that's got to speak to something within itself. Like, why are they trying to stop this? Not because he's going to fucking destroy America. Because he didn't last time.
He didn't last time. Last time we was balling. Niggas was balling. Last time everybody was happy.
Racist or not, it still got him elected last time. And
nobody wasn't thinking about nothing. Everybody was chilling. Nobody wasn't thinking about nothing but having a good time, doing their thing, getting to their bag, and then all of a sudden the virus hit XYZ, whatever. We know the rest. But let me ask you another question real quick. Since we clearly see that Biden is somewhat suffering mentally as far as getting old, or Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, whatever.
The clone's acting up.
Let me ask you a question, though. No, let me ask you a question. The clone or whoever's representing him, right? Whatever it is, because it definitely is a different look, but that's a whole nother story. But whoever's pretending to be him or whatever, he's a little old and is losing it, right? Who do you guys really think are running the country? Like Trump used to say, a deep state and all of that stuff. Do you think that is true? I personally think it's true. I don't think he's running the country. He doesn't have the mental capacity.
but we know that. Besides Trump,
who's running the show? Who do you think is running the show?
The people behind him. The people that put him in power. Everybody. When it comes to the Democrats, that's the way it's always been. They remember the front man is the front man. He's taking the hits.
Like that. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's always going to be like that. That's why Trump was the only one that was out of space, because he wasn't following nobody's shit. He said, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want." You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't listening to nobody. So even though he didn't have their support, they had to get on the fucking train, or they was gonna look stupid. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So now it's like even some Democrats have went Republican because of the false promises to the Democrats. You understand what I'm saying? And they see already through the experience of Trump that, hey, shit, it can't get any worse because it was better. So I'm with you, what you're saying. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So that's why maybe they tried to take him out, bro. They tried to take him out. It shot me 5 times, bro. Don't die.
This shit is just wild work. They at all means. I've been saying this for months, man. I just had a thing 2 weeks ago on Trump, 3 weeks ago, about the shit, and I said only way they're gonna stop them, they're gonna take a shot. I said they're gonna take a shot sooner or later, more than likely sooner. 3 weeks later, here we go. Because I said, and this was before that train wreck debate. This was the week before the train wreck debate. So that was wild. So they went on some by any means, but you can clearly see it was a collaborative effort, probably amongst the Secret Service, local law enforcement. It was definitely
smells fishy. Smells fishy.
Yeah,
I saw the video. The video is out. It'll surface more for the nigga on top of, in all black on top of the water tower, standing up.
All right. What if it came out tomorrow? What if it came out tomorrow that he did set it up? What would you feel? Well, how would you feel if you found out tomorrow he actually did set it up because he knew it was going to be hard for him? I'm just saying, hypothetically, he was leading
in the polls. You don't have to put a stunt like that.
Hypothetically, this is a hypothetical.
Hypothetically, I'd say I'm so disappointed and I'm not fucking with you. But
you wouldn't vote. You wouldn't vote for him. But you already voted. Like it's late.
I didn't vote. I didn't vote already because I don't vote early. I would definitely say I'm not fucking with you because that's some sucker shit, right?
But he's the only one you got.
I don't have. Listen, man, I'm financially stable, so I can afford inflation and all that. See, the decisions I make are for my fellow black brothers and sisters that are doing less fortunate than myself. This is how I look at it. I don't give a fuck with the inflation. I'm not happy about it, but I'm very stable financially. Not trying to brag. I can deal with it, man. I make these decisions.
God bless.
I try to make these decisions for the people. You know, everybody. Oh, nobody care about the poor people. No, it's us people that have these conversations. The people that are less fortunate don't have these conversations. You understand what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they don't.
They need to start having it. That's why we can open up the door for them.
So I'm fine, regardless of who's in office. My money's still gonna be good. Property's still lit. Still driving fancy.
But what happens if the American dollar? What happens if the American dollar goes shitty?
Well, it's going to, not if, it's when.
I'm just saying. So what you do then?
Well, let me answer the question. The whole goal is to accumulate as much as you can, so when it goes shitty, you still have more than those, and I will still have more than those that I had more than before when it tanks. So
would you go yen? Would you go yen or euro?
Listen. I'm just saying. There's other alternatives out there, brother. There's other
crypto.
alternatives
Yes, sir.
But you know, the whole goal is attain as much as you can now and enjoy your life now, because it's not going to get any better, depending on the upcoming circumstances in November. It may get better, it may get worse, but the whole key is to maintain. It doesn't have to get like, once inflation takes place, it's hard to roll it backwards, but you don't want it to go higher. You understand? That's what I say. That's where my disappointment came in, because if Trump had gas at this amount, Biden comes in, your job is just to maintain the shit. You can't roll it back, but don't let the shit double on us. That's the whole.
That's what they always do.
Sometimes, I mean, you can't always attribute that to the president.
You can't always,
because I mean, they did. There's other shit going on in the world. Like the whole Ukraine shit didn't help. You know what I mean? That did have gas.
Gas was high before that.
That too.
You can't handle the truth.
That shit jumped instantly. I'm watching all this shit crazy because I'm like, damn, it took 2 months and gas is up $1 already. And by that following summer, gas was up $2 already.
Shit is bad. Shit is bad.
So I'm watching it very closely. I'm watching this very closely, and I'm very critical of it. Like I say, it's not really about who's there. It's about what the fuck is happening and how it's affecting your bottom line.
How it's moving. Yeah, exactly.
It's about the money that we work hard to get. How much of it do I have to put out to maintain the same life I have? Because
my lifestyle.
Because somebody in office is fucking up the money and making bad decisions. Like we talk,
and we got to pay for it.
Inflation. This is the highest jump recorded history. We're not talking. Remember, inflation happens to the tune of 2%, whatever. This is highest recorded fucking inflation in the history of the country. So this is a super L. This isn't just like, well, it's normal. It's not normal to break fucking.
They've been bleeding us dry. They definitely.
How do you break the world record?
All the money.
You break the world record for good shit, not for bad shit. That's what I'm saying. So all of these world record breaking inflations and world record breaking fuck jobs, this is madness. We're
looking bad as a country. We're looking very embarrassed. We're the butt of the joke right now. Yeah. We're looking weak. We're looking weak. We're looking stupid. We're looking very ignorant. You understand? Like it looks real crazy.
I agree. But I guess at the end of the day, I mean, this one here, like as far as Biden dropping out and all this, historic, random, crazy shit.
That's history. That's two historic moments within like 10 days. Dude gets shot at, almost attempted assassination of the future president, which we already know it's going to happen. Put your Vegas bets in early. You already know what it is. He's going to win.
Who knows?
and Biden, he's out seasoned, and unfortunately, again, Camilla, she's done, bro. She already, again, people talk about she locked people up. She locked people up who smoke weed, and she smokes weed, bro. She laughed about that shit. We got a clip about that shit. Like that shit was crazy.
Dirty work, man. She was dirty work, man.
You know what I mean? She could have released somebody that was innocent. She held on to the evidence until they forced her to. That's the kind of president we want.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, you already seen the video.
Yeah. She's
not
told.
But what about this here? What did y'all think about the Microsoft outage?
Oh, that's crazy.
Wild.
But see, you know what? We should have saw that coming when they first made fucking Bill Gates sell that shit. Well, he had that. We had Microsoft and what else? What he had? He had two. They made him fucking sell it. Remember? Because he was monopolizing shit, and it was like, now you gotta sell one of these motherfuckers. And I was like, eventually that whole system gonna get fucked because he made it rely on this one thing.
Outsourcing of technology and shit. Like, did you see the shit with 9/11? The 911 service. See, this is an intricate shit. I just watched something on this morning, right? So I don't want to say too much because I don't have the exact names and this and that and the other. So say, for example, you have this guy is in charge of a company who's supposedly in charge of but X amount of cybersecurity. So Smoke, you're in charge of the cybersecurity for XYZ companies, Microsoft, this, that, and the other. All right. We tried to install an update. It got jammed up. It fucking threw the system off. Right. So me and my partner, J Money, starts another separate company, right? To where we're the backup system, right? So J Money on the low is like, all right, we're gonna try to set up a few plays to say, hey man, we need a backup system for that, just in case if this happens again. And when they say, well, who has that infrastructure set up for a backup system? J Money says, I do. Hey, instant contract, bing, we lit.
Yeah,
this is how this shit works. See, you have to cause a problem to make people demand a solution, but you got the solution lined up already. See, that's basic.
Of course, that's the way to do it. Of course.
So now when you call 911, this will happen in the next few years. When you call 911, that call is going to go to Israel. And then somebody will answer the phone, and they're going to Israel to be exact, and they're going to redirect your call to the local authorities. Instead of it going straight to your local authority.
Basically, like the alarm system already, what it does, like, you know what I'm saying? All the security alarms, that's what they do. They're a third party for the cops.
Think about this wild shit now. So these are plays that people line up. Because I'm watching the backdrop, like, how can something like this happen? And this is all allegedly, of course, what I just now laid out. That's allegedly. But the possibility, you can't outrule the possibility of something like that being in play already.
I just don't buy that it was just a simple glitch because I was at work.
No, it was a test.
Our whole building was crashing. Like literally, we had to come to a standstill. So I already know right then it cost us just at one point at nighttime, just in our little building alone.
Mad bread.
A couple $100,000 and just like, just looking at everything because I make the plan, so I'm looking at hours and just shit, and we didn't move shit, and you had to set shit that people get refund. I'm like, times the whole district, and then looking at airlines was down, trains was down.
That was crazy. The airline,
all that ripple effect from just one update, and that means that was just a mere accident. I said, nah, that was a $1 billion accident. You know what I mean? And that's just wild. So I was like, that just lets you know. I think it wasn't a cyber attack. I'm like, shit. How wasn't it? It was a play. If it wasn't an intentional cyber attack, it was a if you look at just how the effect, that was a cyber attack, even if it was inadvertent.
ATMs was down too. Some niggas ATMs was down too.
It stopped the bank, the London stock market from opening on time. Just all kind of crazy shit as a result of that. Of somebody just putting a patch in or something stupid, like that's the story. But I'm like, nah. And it only affected a whole world except for one country specifically.
It's a play,
and that was China.
It's a play.
Yeah,
but see, there's different players in the game. There's different players. So now, like I say, now the outcry is going to be, we got to make sure this never happens again. We got to set up a backup plan. So somebody has a backup already in play. Like, hey, man, we have a whole infrastructure set up for backups in case of some shit like this happens. Really? We're in. Let's buy it.
Shout out to cybersecurity. I might be jumping into that pool.
Got him. Sure. Once again, man, the plays be so wild. But, this is just, Microsoft outage.
Making money.
Microsoft outage. The money's going to be made on the back end in about a year or so. After
of course, but it's a scare tactic too. You got to make it effective. You got to show cause and effect. Like you said, they already had the solution. They just got to be like, listen, we got to fuck some shit up for a little bit, and then we're going to put them back online.
Maybe one more time, and then people are going to go super crazy. I demand the solution right fucking now. All right, we got something lined up already, man. Charlie B in the building with up. And then they got it lined up already. So even before this outage happened, the backup plan, all of that stuff already lined up. just for a company to come in and be like, hey man, we have the network set up and everything where we can just make sure if something like this happens, we got to back up. And actually, it may be cheaper if you outsource this altogether, and then nothing like this will ever happen. Hey, great idea. And then your whole 911 network is outsourced to a whole nother country, and they're gonna do it little by little, state by state, allegedly. That's just what I read, state by state, allegedly.
I believe it.
I saw this morning, and I don't know the gentleman's name, because if I did, I should have jotted it down. But I didn't intend on talking about this shit today. So I can't even give you the name to reference him, because he actually is a real credible, a referenceable person, and it's this the person that's in charge of the operations of this shit, that the shit show. Did you see he almost had a heart attack on the they interviewed him, like, how did this happen? And he almost had a heart attack live on the interview. They're like, what the fuck happened, player? And he's like, well, and the lady was like, J Money, damn, what's this nigga name? Oh my god. I watched the interview. The nigga almost had a heart attack.
I saw the video, yeah. He's going to shit on himself.
The nigga almost shit his boxes. Relax, player. Like, but the joke, we laughing at him, but the joke is really gonna be on us.
Exactly.
Get the system and score $1 billion bag, so
little do we know he's a CIA agent.
Who knows what he is?
Allegedly.
Everything is allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, shit. It just showed you how
absurd and allegedly. AIDS. Today we're in the AIDS, people.
Yeah, he had a concert over the canceled flight.
Yeah, everything went haywire, man. Damn, son. That's crazy. Wowzers.
Think about if the lights went out. Fucking solar flare, some shit.
Hey, that'll happen again soon. Why not?
I mean,
they got him. We got him.
Yeah, this was if you sit back and study our response and how the effect of that, you definitely can plan. If this wasn't intentional,
it's a dry run.
It still was a case study for what will happen. And this was like, let's imagine, okay, you hit one of the cell phone networks. This was all iPhones or all whatever. One of those was taken out just for a small amount of time. All our chaos happened within like 5 hours.
Yeah.
So what about
Charlie?
24?
Charlie B said his wife missed the concert over the flights and fucked up my wife.
The flights, yeah,
that's crazy.
You gotta travel, all of that. Oh man, that is crazy, son. If you connect in a flight and you just came from a long ass trip and you trying to get home,
let's get Charlie B up here so he can tell us what he had to go through about hearing about this canceled flight. Thanks to Microsoft. Charlie B, hit the link so we can hear your worries, brother. We with you. You had nothing to do with the canceled flight. Salute to Charlie B for dealing with the aftermath because of Microsoft dummies.
Microsoft canceled the flight on niggas. That's some bullshit. Oh man,
that's crazy.
Damn, son.
Oh. What concert was that?
Flying to a concert is gangster too. Like, you really traveling for that, you know what I'm saying? You're traveling for
sometimes it's working, bro, because it's like here in the city. It ain't worse seeing these motherfuckers in the garden when you could go down to fucking Texas or fucking South Carolina and see these motherfuckers do the same shit.
Oh, SWV reunion joint.
Oh yeah, they doing their thing. Yeah.
Wow.
That's great. Yeah, that's classic right there.
That's WWBB. Oh man. Must have been not happy about that.
She was tight.
Oh man.
I know. Shit. I know you had to hear it. It was over, bro.
In DC. Oh, okay. That's a quick flight there to DC from NC. Yeah, I hear that. Oh man. So that was a quick flight too. So yeah, I hear that. If it's a couple of, you know what I'm saying, if it's a quick flight, little 1 hour joint or something, you lit.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You got two experiences. Charlie B significant over on the other side, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with the flight, couldn't enjoy himself entertainment. You got my man J Money over here dealing with the shit at work. You know what I mean? This shit's hitting everybody.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was asleep like a baby. Like,
yeah, shit. That shit was nuts.
I just heard people
talking. That's what happens. Like everything else, you don't never know until you hear people talking about it. That's a fact.
Knocked the fuck out. I woke up like, okay. Yeah, what happened? fuck went on today?
You woke up, you heard Microsoft, you check your bank account, make sure the numbers are right. I know you did that.
We good. All right. Niggas was like, yo, news was online like, yo, Chase is tripping, son. I'm like, oh shit, let me go and pull my shit up. All right, numbers is good.
One day they ain't gonna let us take that money out, bro. You can't be putting all that shit in there.
Keep 2/3 of your bags somewhere else, man. Don't keep all your bags in the bank.
Hell no. Fuck that. But even if FDIC was gonna pay you out, you ain't gonna be the first one to get paid out. It's gonna take a minute.
Niggas with big money first.
That's all that means.
Yeah, secure, but we don't know how long it's gonna be till we get that back to you, nigga.
For real.
Yo, man.
We got you to hold on to this IOU. We got you. This is good. Yeah.
Keep some liquid. Definitely got to keep some liquid just in case, man. Keep a few bands.
Bro, they did that to all the dealerships. Remember when it was like we trade the car in, everybody was giving shitty cars and they were giving them $5,000 off the rip.
Yeah. Yep.
And all these dealerships were taking all these cars. And they was like, yo, well, what happened to our money? The government was like,
we got you. Relax.
It was what it was, nigga.
It was the rally. It was what it was. Facts. 5 bands for any car just to boost it. They was like, what's up, Brad? They was like, it was what it was. Niggas was bringing $100 cars in. Nigga buy a car for $100 and bring it to the joint.
Tow that bitch in. You can tow that bitch in. Word. They just needed the VIN. They needed the VIN. That's all they needed, bro.
Yo, that shit was crazy. I remember that.
Oh my god, that was the biggest right there. That was the hit right there.
I do remember that. Wow, I forgot all about that. That's funny.
So through every crisis, there's always a hit there. You gotta find it somewhere, and it's always there. And the sad part is, again, if we know a lot of PPP loans are fraudulent. We're happy for those who made something out themselves and got the extra chance to get that bag. Hopefully, they passing it forward. You know what I'm saying? They're not on rule number 2. Give to thyself first. You know what I'm saying? But, shit like this. It's gonna be It's gonna be something else going on. Just like you said with everything else. I got that feeling too. So get ready. Get ready. It's gonna be a lot of shit. And I think the mental health field is gonna be the new hit. Remember how when like the opioids were getting and all that shit like that with the scripts? I think the mental health field is gonna be the next hit, bro. Because everybody, because of COVID, remember they locked niggas up for 2 years under house arrest. They never been in jail or did time in their life. Okay, you fucked them up mentally, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers are antisocial because of it. Yeah. They won't talk. They rather talk to you just like this before they meet up in person or go to a bar anymore.
But what else right now do you see is popular that's being advertised? I see it all the time on like my YouTube feeds and shit like that.
What, the dating?
Nope, not dating. We talking about mental health. So along these
mental
lines.
health. Let me think.
Advertise?
No, and they're like, they're advertising. The heaven is like, hey, you can subscribe to this, and if you don't like it, you can change and get a brand new blank mental a therapist. You see how they be pushing
therapy? Yeah. If you don't like the
they push it more.
Yeah, but then it's
these
like
niggas need it though. These niggas
it's like
crazy.
a virtual therapist. I think people are fucking talking to AI in the end, some kind of way.
I'm getting ready to tell you also, that it could be.
The chat. You talk about the chat thing. Yeah.
No, it ain't even. It's a real. I don't know. It's a real.
They're gonna be talking to some. They're gonna be talking to an AI bot though. Like you're gonna think you're talking to a real person, but it's gonna be some fake shit. Yeah.
You go online. You talk to a therapist. If you don't like a therapist, you switch it up so you get a therapist you like, and then you have your regularly scheduled shit.
No, they have that. No, they have that. They have that.
Exactly. So I see.
They have a network already getting bigger.
But I've seen multiple different companies. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's the new wave. I said I done seen like 4 or 5 of these advertisements, different companies.
That's what we gotta do. Get together, get them motherfuckers who ain't working, who want to make some extra cash, sign them up. We buy. Listen, I'm telling you, we buy a fucking .com. And we put them under the .com and charge them a monthly subscription if you want to get picked first, just like fucking Google. It's the same shit. Put them under the umbrella. Nigga, ain't no places. I always say this to people running a business. People are not running up to your business when you're opening up the motherfucking business. If they're not doing that, then you don't have a fucking huge successful business. You understand what I'm saying? You just got a business like everybody else, and hopefully you're making ends meet. So nobody's running to your fucking door. If you ain't got motherfuckers doing that for your business, you got a lot of work to do.
It's about big advertising. It's about big advertisement.
You know what I'm saying? But also product or service depending on what it is. You understand what I mean? So sometimes you can have shitty advertisement and none at all, and kill the game because of the product or the service. Depending on what it is.
It takes longer to build up, though.
Oh,
but it's all about the advertisement. Yeah, facts though.
For sure. Listen. Here. What's the word of the day, Jay? What's the word of the day? What she said? Unburdened.
Don't be unburdened by advertising yesterday. Don't be unburdened by yesterday's advertising. Let's unburden.
Be unburdened with
that never was.
Yo, I was in the background like, nigga, you better stop playing this shit.
That shit had me nauseous. Yo, she is wild work, man. Obama was like, yo, man, I don't know about this yet. Like, chill. We not gonna rush to endorse this bitch.
He's gotta show face, bro. He gotta show face. Yo, he gotta show face.
The whole play, because remember,
the pressure.
Once you do that, you're basically conceding, unless they already have the machines rigged like they did last time, allegedly.
Blunt number 2.
They don't want her up in the joint, man. They're not co-signing for her because they're basically saying, shit, this is the end of the deep state, because if we put her up there, we know that she's going to lose, but then we could just get rid of her once and for all. Like, we don't ever have to worry about her trying to run again and wasting time and energy on that fake shit again. Just like this is like a not a crash out, but like when they got somebody there, because remember, when they were first saying, yo, Sleepy Joe is done, they was like, nah, what you gonna do? Put her there? And they was looking at other folks like Gavin Newsom and other people, and then they turned it into this black. Oh well, she's black and y'all just don't want a black woman, and it all turned into all this backlash.
But they need the African American vote though. Remember, because Joe the whole time, I don't have the black vote because of the stupid shit that comes out of his mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so they need something to show a little more color. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. But the black vote only represents. Remember, it's only 13% in the country black, and half of the vote is
like that's what I'm saying. But she's not gonna win either way. Like I said, the only way I ever see them pulling this shit off, bro, if they bring in Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton, bro. That's the only way I see them doing this shit.
But Hillary's too old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's too old.
Nigga, how old is Joe Biden? How old is Joe Biden?
No, that's the point. We've already seen what this old shit does to us. We can't put another old one in here. She already lost already to him. So
how old is she now? Look at her. How old is she? How old is Hillary?
She lost to Trump the first time. She won't win again. Yeah, like the the whole Democratic machine is in trouble because they realize if
it was Michelle Obama right now, everybody would be like, "Yo, we rock."
That's what I'm saying. Michelle Obama, Vice President, VP. Think about that. How would you feel about that, Smoke? If you heard that Michelle Obama was the VP,
I would feel like it's just as garbage because the Obamas have been running. But you gotta realize, I want to take the Democrats out of power because they've crashed the whole fucking country and the whole world.
We know that. I'm just saying, would you be afraid? Would you be afraid if you heard that? 76. All right, 76.
I wouldn't be afraid of shit because, like I say, the country can continue to crash and burn, but I'm gonna still get my bread. I'm worried about the other folks that is gonna be tougher for. That's my whole
DJ.
I have my own personal in the building. I have my own personal business. DJ Panthros, what up? I have my own personal shit at stake, but it's gonna be harder for other folks. Like, people are gonna suffer more than me. That's what I'm trying to say. Ultimately,
so I mean, you put yourself in a position.
Ultimately, I just don't like. I don't like these people. I don't like the way these people are running the country. That's all I've got to say. Point blank, period. They're doing a shitty job. Up the joint. We can clearly see it. It's time to get them up out of here.
Already though, before any of these crazy events we've been seeing have happened, we've already know that something change was coming. It always happens like that. Even back to the presidents when I named in my lifetime, there is a pattern. You get 8 years of somebody at the most, and then usually they even flip, the whole other party will win. You know what I mean? So right now you definitely gonna see a change, not only with the whole them scrambling to figure out who's gonna be the nominee and all that shit. There's too much happening right now that you can't see that the end result was going to be a straight up change. You know, if it wasn't before, we was wondering, is Biden gonna make it? Well, no, he's not even in it anymore. Now you got this whole whatever. You know, either way, I think it's victory. Republicans this time.
Oh, definitely. That's what I said. Put your
Everybody's
money
gotta
on Trump.
prepare
He's
for life.
gonna
It's
win.
look like
He's gonna win.
And I
He's
don't
gonna
think
win
it's gonna be
regardless. If they don't
crazy.
kill him, he's gonna win.
Yeah,
It's
so
not going to look nothing bad. People don't be, because remember, they're trying to paint a picture. They're fear mongering, saying he's going to be a threat to our democracy. Was he the last time? No. He's never going to leave. Sleepy Joe didn't want to leave. His own people had to force him out. Remember,
How would
Sleepy
you
Joe
feel if
said,
they iced him? How would you feel
leaving.
if they would have iced Trump? How would you have felt if they would have iced Trump?
I would have felt like I felt that they tried, and I would have
No, I'm
felt the
just saying,
same
like,
way.
who would be the next face? Who would be the next face?
I can't. There is not another face of a Trump because remember, he was not the politician. Anybody else, just like you have Vance coming as the vice president. If they ice Trump,
No, I'm saying because you said you follow it. You said you follow it, so I thought you knew somebody.
Let me break it down. You can't replace Trump because he's the anti-politician. He has to have a running mate. JD Vance is a politician. You understand? So you can't replace a nigga that's not a part of the machine. He has to have somebody that's part of the machine because that.
Didn't that dude call him a Nazi or some shit like that? Is that true?
Call people whatever shit. They call me a nigger. That's not true, but whatever. I'm just saying. It is what it is. But I'm just saying you can't. He's irreplaceable because he's the anti-politician. You understand? So he doesn't go with the necessarily popular things. He goes with what's best.
Your usual Republican. He's not your usual Republican.
That's what I'm saying. Because remember, he was registered Democrat all this
there
time.
You go. So you riding with that? Okay. See now we can talk.
I'm riding
with the Republicans, but not the usual Republicans. The Republicans of what's being seen with the change that wants this bullshit to stop. I got you.
Even from the but I've always had, because I'm conservative. I have conservative values. Like I'm a conservative brother. I'm not for the radical shit. I'm not for men marrying men. I'm not for any of this weird stuff. I'm not for the transgender agenda. I'm not for anything that you see that's not traditional. I'm not for the supporting of families being separated in the name of welfare. I'm not for anything that's non-traditional. I'm not for supporting and the championing of single mothers. I'm not for anything that's non-traditional. I'm against it. I believe man, woman, married, have children. That's how it used to be.
Just for the sake of the show, politically correct. These are your views, your opinions.
Conservative. It's called conservative because that's how.
I hear you.
That's how pretty much a family structure is important for the development of our children.
Was put in society, yes.
I'm just saying. Yes. I believe I have conservative values. I believe you should have religion of some sort. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you grounded. I believe in all kind of basic conservative values that keep people from going crazy.
That's your basic foundation of why you support the party.
Exactly. Not for anything off brand. Like, hey, well, this is progressive.
No, but that's good that you said that because I got some people who are Trump haters will be like, "Oh, he like Trump, he's stupid." But I'm glad you broke it down because it puts you in another perspective and another light of understanding why you support the party itself, not just him, but what you do with him on why as well. So that's what's up.
Facts. Yeah, so it's both ways. Yeah, that's pretty much how it shakes down. You know what I'm saying? And I like the idea of the anti-politician because, like I say, it's not like Republicans are not stealing. Everybody's stealing. When you get to those levels, everybody's inside trading. They're doing all the things we can't do. But I'm just saying, you can do all that, but take care of me on the back end. Pause. Steal all the money you want, but don't raise my taxes.
Now they got those programs that are copying the stocks.
I'm just saying, do you? I ain't mad, but don't raise my taxes and don't jam me up. While you stealing your money, go ahead, because I'm minding my business, but don't fuck with me either. Leave me alone. And don't raise my taxes.
What's the name of that program right now that's out that lets you buy the same stock these politicians are buying? There's some shit out there that's out there right now. Everything they buy, you buy it right when they buy it. I forgot. There's like a little program out right now.
I'm not sure about that, but I just know that they're privileged to buy things that you're not, that everyday people are not. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what they're moving on the market, not the private shit.
Well, that I don't really know. I don't play the stocks too heavy and stuff like that. I'm just, I don't do all that too much.
Mm.
So I would be giving false information or speaking on some shit I don't really know about, which is bad business. That's bad
Right.
business.
We do that out here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but
you just gotta say I ain't gonna lie to you in front of it. So
yeah, that's all.
Everybody knows it's not exactly. That's a disclaimer. I ain't gonna lie to you. Most likely it's gonna be a lie.
I'm just saying they don't know. I'm not talking about it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And that's followed it with the truth, saying, nigga, I don't know nothing about that. I don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? I do have a portfolio and all of that other stuff going on, 401, all that shit. But I'm not trading stocks. I don't trade stocks. That's Carter's game. He's a day trader. The Carter 4 guy is maybe have a little insight. Shit, but I don't really rock with all that. You know what I'm saying? I let the other people manage that for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as that goes with my little alleged retirement set up that may not be there when you get there. So you got to make sure you got other shit going on.
Yeah, you got to speed that shit up.
You got other shit going on because you can pull the plug on everything, and all you have left is the shit that your name is on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
As far as assets, they may say, "Hey, man, the bank system crashed. We can only give you 25 cents off every dollar you had. So if you had $1 million, here's $250,000. Have a nice day. If you had $100, here's $25. Have a nice day. We got new currency and everything. We got hacked because that's gonna be the play on y'all niggas. Not y'all, but everybody. That's gonna be the play sooner or later. Give it 10 years, 20 years. I hope I don't see it in my lifetime, but more than likely I will. But that could be the play. You never know what these guys got in store for you.
We're going to start pushing the life coaching segment here because I do moonlight as a life coach. So since we are going to be jumping into the mental health business, we're going to start it off right here early. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charlie B. We're here for you for that stressful time your wife had to go through. Anytime you need the brothers to speak about, the stress you got to deal with, we're here, brother. You know what I'm saying? SWB, you always wipe some tickets. The fuck?
Sure. Traveling. He don't got no stress. He the most traveled nigga in the space.
You are now watching Jay.
He's the most traveled. Ali, what's good? Talk to me, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody in the building. Thanks for joining us this morning on the first ever J&J morning show going down. You know what I mean? It's definitely been a pleasure, Smoke. Talking with you, you know what I mean? Thank you for your input and your insight, and thank you for the discussion. Most appreciated, you know what I mean?
Oh, good. Sure. It's all good. It's all good. You guys, good luck with this new platform. It's lit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
J&J, that intro was lit. J Money also, you know what I'm saying? And we done turned the 1 hour show into a 2 hour jaunt. So
yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, shout out to y'all tuning in. If you're watching it on the replay, appreciate you there. Drop that
for sure.
Hit that like button for sure.
Hit the like button.
Do definitely drop some in the comment section. It's something y'all see y'all want us to cover.
Yeah, talk about.
This is y'all's show. We just trying to do
for sure. We're here for the people. We the true people. We're here for the people. You know what I'm saying? We're here for the real people. Whatever the people want to talk about, whatever's out there, we gonna put it on the platform, and we don't scrutinize, but we might scrutinize. You know what I'm
saying? Right. Respectfully, for sure. Remember this here. Listen up to this.
Rule 1: never discuss prices, for it ruins the vibe.
Always man.
Run that back.
Never run it back.
Rule 1: never discuss prices, for it ruins the vibe.
Oh man. You know what else ruins the vibe? When they tell you give me 200 an hour later. So that ruins the vibe.
That's the whole point.
So we got rule 1 out there. We'll continue to keep up with the rules. But yeah, if y'all got a rule y'all want to add it to the book.
Shout out to the originator of the rules. We're actually, it's kind of like any other book that's written. We are interpreting it how we choose to interpret it. If you want to come up on the show and redefine the rule and see if we can put it in the Webster, we'll do it. If not, we'll keep it motherfucking Wikipedia. All right.
wild shit. That's wild shit, man. So you guys gonna be you guys scheduled on a I see this is a pilot, like you said, they money.
We're gonna try to lock down, you know what I mean, the morning slot, you know what I mean, podcast it, you know what I mean, do what we do, just like, again, keep it generic, keep it to the point of the people, keep it updated, or even, like I said, within the space, because this is where we come from, you know what I mean, shout out to everybody in the space, you know what I mean, there's so many to name, you know, so it's like it's for everybody, you know what I mean, we're just trying to give them something else to listen to, because, of course, the prime time action is prime time action, and shout out to everybody out there who do their thing in their channels, midday or prime time. So, you know, we just trying to give them something else to also listen to if they bored or they want to be intrigued with something different. And we can always talk about anything in the travel space as well, because like I said, we hear about make it fun and just give that point of view that, you know, again, we can discuss things. It's never an argument. It's always a discussion. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts. That's what's up, man. This is what's up. So you fellas is a little bit here. So
feel free to join anytime you want, brother. Drop those 2 cents for sure.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll be driving and listening on the way in, on the way home from work and all that good stuff. Like I said, I don't want to overload the joint and be pulling up every day like, yeah, what up, nigga? You know, keep y'all so y'all can chemistry. You know what I mean?
That's what they listen. That's all right. You Trump king. That's what they say about Trump. So you're all right. You can do that.
You know, y'all fellas. Yeah, thank you, DJ Petros. Yeah, y'all fellas hold that down, man. Yeah, definitely. I'll be tuned in. Definitely supporting in the chat room and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And hit that like button, fellas. Hit that like button, man.
Sure. Hit the like.
Smoke.
Thanks for having me, man. Y'all fellas have a good day. Jay Harlem, Jay Mog. One love, y'all. For real.
Yeah, thanks for coming through, brother. For sure, man. Yeah, man. It's good, Jake. How you feeling, man? You feeling? Look, past the 2-hour mark on the first motherfucking inaugural.
Yeah, we got the 2 hours. We got the show one
what
down.
They know that. What they know about that on just off the strength, just cuz, bro. That's crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What they used to say, it's over when I'm sober. Imagine when I'm drinking. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that joined us, anybody who's replaying it, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the Willies, you know what I'm saying? The one-eyed Willies, gang, you know what I mean? My people's out there, everybody out there enjoying the day, here with us in this morning on the replay. You know what I mean? Thank you for joining us. You know, Jay, we're holding it down with the production value. Appreciate that. We're going to give you some more playback, some more cues, some more rules to the game and what not to do, of course. You know, these are disclaimers. You know, it's not for what it is for those who you can comprehend sarcasm, just in case. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody who was tuning in and writing in the chat for sure. Because I ain't never thought I was going to be on no live doing no show, to be honest with you. It's just off the strings of Jay going, yo, we should do this too, you know, agreeing with the conversation and just trying to go somewhere else with it, regardless whether we keep it in the space or it stays outside the space. It's just off the strength of just two brothers just talking on different levels, different topics, including everybody in the general space where we come from. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, this kind of came up literally about a week ago. Yeah.
Word, a week ago. It was all good just a week ago. Huh? Huh?
Facts.
Shit.
It was all good.
I got to be real because I'm a real dude. Shout out to Globe because he was first trying to get that morning space. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he at right now, but salute to you wherever you at. He had the right idea. You know, I did join a couple of his shows as well. So the morning show thing has always been something that has always been dwelling. Just didn't know when to throw my hat into the ring. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Fucking ding ding. What the fuck? You know what I mean? We here, baby.
Facts, we here. But yeah, with all that said, folks, I gotta get on top of a roof here in about an hour. So we got good show. Drop a comment in that section. Let us know if you know anything y'all want us to cover in the next. Any ideas? This is our show, but this is more importantly our show. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. I could have been anywhere in this YouTube space, but I chose to be here. Shout out to the Willies for sure. Shout out to Smoke for pulling up. Charlie B, BLQ Bandana. Who else be in there? For sure.
DJ Backpack.
Tony Hernandez. You know
Tony Hernandez for sure. First commenter.
Yeah, fact though. So
definitely gonna throw him out there. What's the word of the day? Word of the day is where'd it go? Unburdened. Unburdened shirts coming out soon. Turner Hernandez gets the first one. Stay up, y'all. Y'all have a great morning, man. Stay tuned. Mog, peace.